What's going on, YouTube? Marcus Crockett back with another video. And man, I messed up so damn bad. You know, like when I started my company, you know, I had these visions of what it was going to be like when my company reached the level where it's at right now, right? One of the things that you'll always hear, and I still agree with it to an extent, is like you should always be working on your business rather than working in your business. But there is a lot of value from working in your business, not just monetary. There is value to getting out there and doing some of the work sometimes, right? Just recently, like this week, I realized like I've kind of gotten away from doing some of the things that helped me get to where I'm at right now, like things in the beginning that helped lay the foundation to get to where I'm at right now. You know, I kind of slid away from that only because I've taken more of a backseat role, and I do like behind the scenes administrative type stuff, and I kind of have lost sight on what it was on some of the things that I was doing originally to even get to this point, right? So here's the thing. I just made a video like not too long ago talking about how I ended up losing an account. The account was like $35,000 or something like that for the year. It's a significant amount. But you know, we did end up just closing an account. We started that this week, and then I also added services to another account. So things kind of balanced out. Like we got the money's back, got it back, right? So here's what happened. We lose that account, and I'm not gonna lie, like I was stressed out. Not so much for the money, but I knew that there was a problem in the system, and that problem can keep repeating itself. So that same thing can cause me to lose, you know, another account or another account. That's really what was bothering me. It wasn't the fact that we lost the account. Yeah, that bothered me too, but more so the fracture in the system. So like over the weekend, you know, I went to the beach, and took my family out to the beach, and we just hung out there, did that, and I just sat in the room really for like half the time, you know, working on different things and still kind of like thinking about how am I gonna fix this? How am I gonna fix it? And it didn't really come to me. So I'm just like, I'll figure it out eventually. Eventually it'll come back. So today is Friday. On Tuesday, we started the new account. Now the new account needed like a really bad deep clean. And I had a subcontractor in mind that I want to slot into that into that actual account. But the problem is that subcontractor said he would do it, but he couldn't do it that day. Now I've already made the promises to the customer that when they come back to work on Wednesday, that you know, they're gonna walk into a huge change. So I didn't really have the option to push the date back again. I mean, I could have, but it would have just been like unprofessional. So I chose to go a different route. So I got a few of my regular staff, and we went in and did the deep clean. Now when I say we, like I really mean we. I like put my gloves on, put my old uniform on, like I went in there and we got it in. And it was, man, it took a minute. But you know, as I'm cleaning, I'm also directing, right? So I was there for the work took about 4 hours, and I was there for maybe 2, and I probably did like an hour and a half worth of work. But within that hour and a half worth of work, I got a lot of value. Now, when I say I got like a lot of value, it's not so much that I'm doing an hour and a half worth of work, so that's an hour and a half less that I have to pay one of my regular staff. Now, I don't mean it like that. I mean like remembering back to when I first started, and when I say like laying the building blocks to get to where I'm at now, like some of the things that I was doing, you know, when I first started, I was always working in the account. Like that's what it was, and I knew that it was so valuable to me because it would give me just time and silence just to think and to build. I was already building out my program, my process you know, my system before there even was anything. Like I was already building out like, okay, well, if I can do this way and I can teach people how to do it that way, then it'll just make things flow that much smoother. I was always looking at ways to make things just more efficient, more streamlined, right? More automated, to eventually to the point where I could just back away and get my hands off of it. So when I'm doing this deep clean, I kind of tapped into that again. I tapped into that, and it's like, damn, I'm getting all of these different ideas. All of this stuff is coming to me, and then out of nowhere, like boom, I now know how I gotta fix this part of my system. I know how I'm gonna fix it. So we get done with the deep clean. One of the other things that I always do after a initial clean, whether it's a deep clean or it's just an initial clean, one of the things that I always do is I'll always message the point of contact like the following day. So the work was done on Tuesday. I make sure that I'll send them an email first thing Monday or first thing Wednesday morning, just to make sure that we got everything looks good, and that because I've always found that it's better to catch a problem early than to talk about it or catch something 6 months down the line, 12 months down the line, and now you trying to break old habits by creating more things in the scope of work. So I always found it's just better to catch things as early as possible and then go ahead and make the necessary changes. So that's why I go ahead and do that. So anyways, I send off the email to the point of contact, and like he said, he emails me right back, boom. And I'm gonna put the email right here showing what he says. But yeah, so we get that back. Everything went good, but I realized that me actually going to the accounts and doing a certain level of work is so much. There's a lot of value in that for me, because I come up with new ideas. I come up with solutions on ways on how to fix certain problems. So I don't really know moving forward, like if that's gonna be what I do on a regular. Maybe like I do have I don't know, maybe I might. I don't know. I got a once a month account that does it. I got a couple once a month accounts. They're pretty small. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I might just do one of those or something. And I'm not even 100% sure if I'm gonna go back to doing it, but I know that there's, for me, there is benefit. But yeah, man, I just wanted to tap in real quick and let you know, like, sometimes it's cool, you don't be afraid to take a step back if it's gonna move you forward. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, that's all I really have for you today. I'm about to go ahead and hop off. I'm on my way to a walkthrough. But yeah, like I always say, I'm always dropping jewels. Just make sure you're in position to pick them up. Do that by liking, commenting, and subscribing. My name is Marcus Crockett. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.